Good morning, everybody. I'm Klokinator, and today I'm going to be, well, not really Let's Playing, but earlier today I did some playing of King Arthur's Gold, and I happen to be recording it, so this is another pre-recorded match that I've recorded, and I'm going to be doing some post-commentary. I'll be able to pause the video and explain some things while I watch. Hopefully this should come out to be pretty informative. The actual footage is 14 minutes and 49 seconds long, and this footage will probably end up being about 25 to 30 minutes in length, I think, by the end of this. But I managed to get a really good playthrough, and I played as all three classes. I'll be able to showcase some good strategies that you, a starting player, can learn, and I find that it will be very interesting. Alright, well, let's get started. Alright, as we can see, I've started off the match playing as a builder. I came in during build time. You can see that there's 90-some seconds left. And I ran into some small difficulties because I can't stand this map. Whenever I start on this map, there's nowhere that you can really put my first builder shop, and I'm always the guy who makes the shop towers. But I lucked out. This guy, as you can see right here, he started making a mill saw. So when he made that mill saw, I borrowed it for a quick second. I didn't want to use it too much because then I'd piss him off and annoy him. And now here I am doing my traditional shop tower that I make. You will see me use this in any match that I've ever played in. The only time I don't is when absolutely nobody is covering flags. You can see this guy over here, he's sort of covering flags, but he's not. Some design notes I should point out is that you look over here and you notice that there's no doors on the player side. And eventually they'll put doors on this side, or rather I will after I finish my shop tower. Alright, as you can see I am building my shop tower right now. As soon as I finish it, I'm going to explain the finer points of how it works and why it's such a great tower. So I'm going to put down my wood blocks right here, there. And boom, done. Alright, so the basic idea is that you want your tower to be very accessible from when someone first spawns and how they can easily get up to the night shop and this shop right here. You need to make these shops very accessible, and you also need to make it that way enemies can't break into your base and take them. Now, a lot of people, and you'll actually see it in this match, a lot of people go through and they start putting ladders on the tower to make it easier to climb. I air quoted, but you can't see that. And ladders, all those do is give the enemies a free access up to your night shop, which is very bad. There's really two ways you can protect your night shop, which is by covering it and like putting it inside layers of stone, but then it can be broken and destroyed, or you can be gotten into if you let them in. This is pretty much foolproof. The only way an enemy can get to it is, you can see this guy's putting up ladder tower over here. Keep spamming these really tall ladders, and I fucking hate ladder spam. Ladder spam is the worst thing you can ever do. It just slows down your allies. It's generally worse than just doing a platform tower. I ended up breaking this in a second. Plus he put an archer shop right here. And later on in this video, you'll actually see me use an enemy's archer shop to my advantage, which will show you just why you don't want archer shops anywhere on ground level where an enemy can get to it. But yeah, what's going to happen is that my knight is going to jump from right here, hop, land right on this, and then climb up, and he'll be able to buy bombs, and then jump off and continue moving forward smoothly. You don't want to put the shops behind your spawn. You want to put them in front of your spawn. And you don't want to put them anywhere near a high tower where a knight could jump off, float over, and buy a keg in that split second. I see people do it all the time too, a lot of the veterans. So right here I am breaking his terrible placement of that archer shop. Then I gotta sit through and break all these. A waste of time. I don't even know why he put those there. It's just absolutely inexplicable. Next, because the most popular spot that a knight will come in and break into your tower is through the top, I like to put layers on top, like some wood right up here. And then, as you can see right here, I also put some wood platforms. And wood platforms, as I've said in my Take the Halls video, are very resistant to bombs, drills, etc. So that's why I like using them on top, because then the enemy knight won't be able to break through them very easily. Plus, when you climb up, you can hop through. Oh, and you can see this guy. He put some blocks right there, which blocks you if you fall down from climbing up through, which would have been very annoying. Plus ladder spam right here, and I think I destroyed this ladder in a short period of time. Build time is also up, so right now is the time where I could be going out into helping my team. I was going to make a tunnel right here, but then I noticed there was a tunnel up here, so I just said, fuck it, I'll make a tunnel anyway. You know, like a backup tunnel. It can never hurt to have too many tunnels. The exception is, if you only have 2 tunnels, you can actually travel through the tunnels while holding a keg, but there's a glitch in the game right now where if you have a keg and there's 3, 4, or more tunnels, you can't click the arrow while holding the keg to travel to the next tunnel. It's very annoying. You can see this builder guy. I don't know what his name is, but he's a good builder. He ran up front and quickly set up a tower, but he should have put back wall along the tower. I think he did eventually. And this is actually poorly designed right here. It's very hard to climb up. That's why I had to put a ladder right there. In fact, that's the only time I would justify a ladder for pretty much any reason. And right here, I tried placing a wooden platform right there, but I fell down and instead got right in front of the door, which will work to my disadvantage a little bit later on in this video. Now I see all these... I saw that archer right there, so I figured I'll stomp on him, but I didn't realize that the enemy knight was nearby. These archers are, of course, very terrible at getting up through this this wooden platform. I could easily get past that. In fact, I've done it before in one of my other videos. But a lot of archers don't know that you have to hook out and kind of go around it. Like if you were to hop down and pop around, it would work. And I'm a knight right now, so I'm just going to go boom, take him out. Goodbye, Sipondo. This guy right here, he's got a bunch of stone. Now this was my first encounter with the enemy tower. I didn't know what I was running into. I figured I could maybe slash it and break through it, but those spikes were actually very well positioned. They ran into me many times, and they were extremely annoying. And then you've got this guy who tried to slash and break through the spike, which is pretty stupid. You can't break spikes by slashing at them. Only bombs and builders can break them. And kegs and mines, obviously. Anything explosive, but your sword slash cannot break them, so it's pointless. Another thing that's interesting, a lot of people don't know this, is that all these archers are putting a lot of arrows right here. You can see that the arrows have like flown into the side of the tower. Oh man, did you see that? Did you see that? Let's rewind that just a quick second. What happened was I lit my bomb, and I figured I'll toss it over here to hit this archer, but then it hit a bunch of those arrows and fell to the ground. Arrows can deflect bombs in midair. My goal was to hit the archer down here and get a free kill, but it didn't work so well for me. The archer survived. Little piece of shit. Whoever you were, you got lucky. You got lucky. I forget what I was saying before that. Came down there, smashed that guy. Got a little Smash Bros in my life. I got 1.5 hearts at this moment, so I wanted to take out as many enemies as I could. I did really well right here, too. I think then I looked down and I saw how much money I had, so I was going to try and run back and buy myself a keg and some other things. But I was confused about, I didn't know where all the shops were, so I had to keep traveling back and forth until I got over to here. I considered buying a bunch of yeah, I did. I bought some mines, or I bought some bombs and a mine. What my intention was to double bomb jump over, but then I found out that this guy had left a keg nearby, so I figured run and toss it out of the way. And I saved my base. That was a good move on my part. But then these guys come through here. You may also actually notice right here, I'm going to pause it for a second. This builder is holding up a door, and it actually prevents him from taking any damage. This is a glitch in the game that I thought the developers had fixed, but they actually had not. Like if you rewind, you can see the knight clearly stabbing him, and it does absolutely no damage. It's a very annoying glitch, even though I like playing as builder, and it would benefit me a lot if I could learn how to master that. But even so, I don't think that's the sort of glitch that should work. I definitely think that needs to be fixed. So developers, if you happen to watch this, fix that. Fix that, please. I saw this guy digging under there, so I figured I'd drop a bomb under there and maybe take him out, but it didn't work out as well as I hoped, so unfortunate, but I figured I may as well get up here and get to this archer, but then this thing got in my way and I couldn't get through the door, the thing that I'd put down myself. And I saw that they were about to break through to this builder, so I figured I'd run in there and kill doggy.text. Yeah. If your name is a meme, you deserve to die. Once again, we hit the unassailable building, and then I get hit with I get hit with some arrows to the face and realize, oh hey, this son of a bitch right here. I'll just climb around, but oh no, it's slightly too high. And this builder's just sitting here, he's not helping me until he sees, oh wait, this guy can't climb up, and then he does, thank you. Then I tried to kill that guy, and I didn't actually do it. Good thing I had a teammate over here on cleanup duty. Rectilian, good job Rectilian. Now, knight combat in this game is momentum-based. What that means is, if you're moving forward in your slash will hit further than it actually looks like it will. Whereas if you're moving backwards, your slash will hit less far than it normally would. So if you're charging forward at an enemy and you slash, you should be able to hit them before they hit you. But then there's also the matter of proper timing, and sometimes I fuck that up. It's kind of annoying. I don't think at any point in this match I flashed onto the scoreboard, so I don't know who was all playing in this match. You can see them typing down here, and you can see their deaths, and that's pretty much it. I tried killing that builder, but he was the one who got away. I put a wood block in my inventory, but I meant to put the stone that I saw on the ground, because there was a lot of stone hanging around. I was going to run over here and grab this, but I couldn't get to it in time because that one teeny little block blocked my way. And by the way, that builder that you just saw, he was trying to break in here. What he should have done was run up, prepared a wooden or stone block, and quickly walled himself in. That way the enemy couldn't stomp down on him like that. It's a bit of an amateur move just trying to charge in there. In fact, I do the exact same thing later on. I mean, as far as putting down my block first before I start moving in. That's how smart builders move. You have to protect yourself. Right here, in fact. I don't know if I made it or not. No, I did not. And I had picked up a whole bunch of stone and shit that just dropped on the ground. I didn't actually have that in my inventory until I walked over it on the way here. I was praying that that knight guy had picked up the stone, and I think he did. Yes, you can see the knight guy. He's got my stone right here in his inventory. If you play as a knight or an archer, and you're in one of these situations where you can't get past the enemy base, and you see a bunch of materials on the ground, like stone or wood, pick it up, put it in your inventory, run it back to a builder. You're helping out a lot more than you think you are. And then I see this guy, and I'm like, hey, hey, you, exclamation mark. Give it to me, give it to me. And he keeps running away. I'm like, geez, dude. But I got it, so that's what's important. 280 stone and 300 wood. That's a whole lot of stone and wood. I quickly spammed all those down. Then I saw my knights were nearby, so wall myself in as best as possible. And this guy right here, he just put a bunch of doors that are floating on nothing, so they'll fall down and break through eventually. And I saw they were wobbling, so I was like, oh shit, I better put some blocks there and stabilize them. But it didn't help. They fell anyway. Then I managed to break in, put down some doors so that way I can climb up and I have something to stand on. Then I saw this builder and I was like, oh shit, he's going to break through and get me. But he did not. I don't know what he was thinking, but he should have tried breaking through. I was actually trying to break this block right here, but the flag protects the 3 blocks that it stands on, so you can't break them. Kind of annoying. I think you can with a bomb. That's it. And I wanted to make sure that I sealed up that entrance, that way nobody could get to me. And that worked out pretty well. You can see this blue archer guy down here. He's saying, "Builder, help! There's someone in here." Oh no, he got sealed in by that door. That's right. I wanted to make sure that whatever I did, that nobody could just like sneak in and get me. So I made sure I put some doors there. That way they'd have to break through the doors before they could get to me. This first flag was pretty much a resounding success. I don't know where the enemy's teamwork was, but it was not with me, that's for sure. So I just tossed the flag out there because, to me, if I tossed the flag out there, I figured this guy wouldn't be a complete idiot and he'd be like, oh, hey, a flag, and he'd run over and grab it and run it back to base. But for some reason, he just sits here making emotes and stuff. I thought it would be pretty obvious, but I think he does manage to get away with the flag, so that was lucky. I wanted to quickly break this door so that way my knights could start charging through, and then break my way up into this tunnel so that way if I destroy the tunnel... Oh, by the way, you can see this is Echo 1423 right here. Or wait. Shoot, what's his name? I can't remember his name. Echo 1423, yeah. And he is definitely a formidable opponent, so I figured what would happen is that he would break through and he'd start, like, being a big pain in my ass, but luckily he did not. So I quickly spammed a bunch of these wooden platforms right here, so that way the enemy couldn't break through the bottom and just quickly kill me. Then put down a bunch of wooden doors, start breaking through this stuff, break that tunnel, and then make a tunnel right here, but I didn't have enough stone to make a tunnel, so I just figured, fuck it, night shop. Then... Aw, man, it killed me. I thought I had gotten away from that one. But I wanted to quickly make as much damage to the enemy base as possible. Because you never know, the enemy might come back with some builders and make a comeback and start whittling on you and quickly take back their base. But this happened to be a match where I won, so that did not happen. I respawned as knight, so quickly pop down here and kill Mr. Royal Bloodthirst. You got owned, Mr. Royal Bloodthirst. You got owned. In fact, you could say you got clocked. So I had my knight shop there, but I don't know what happened. It got destroyed. Maybe it was by my own builder guy. I don't know. I don't know what he was thinking, but should not have destroyed it. I put it there for a reason, so that way we'd have some items to quickly get through there. Goodbye, Echo. I wiped you out again. You thought you were formidable, but you were not. Now, a little known fact is that there's a one gap block right here, and this enemy is standing on here. You can stab up through this block and kill the enemy. So that's exactly what we did. I was also trying to grab all this stone that dropped in there, because I figured if I can grab the stone, I'll quickly run back and go builder and then come back in here. I mean, these are big fat stacks of stone. There's probably 300 to 400 to 500 stone in there, so... Unfortunately, Mr. Rusty Jones, or whatever his name is, I just saw it. Fortunately, he came back through, so... My teammates kept going sideways, and I was trying to pull out an emote to tell them to go upwards, and I finally managed to do that, and then we managed to get the teamwork and remember, oh hey, let's go upwards and break up. Now, immediately when I popped up through, as I was climbing through, I formulated a strategy. I said, there's an archer shop on top of your flag. And what did I just say at the beginning of this video? I said, you never put shops on top of your flag. You just don't do it. So I said, archer shop. I'll go archer, buy some bomb arrows with my 200 plus coins, and break into the flag. Let's see how that strategy worked out for me. Now, you want to be careful, because this will kill you if you're not... Unfortunately, I did it at the wrong angle, so I couldn't actually get to it. But I figured while I'm here, I might as well kill as many annoying enemies as possible. Now, there are different ways that you can play as an archer. The best way that you can play is the defensive, quickly moving around, do a little bit of damage and run away. Now, I knew that this guy had 1 heart of damage, so I stood here expecting him to fall down to the hole and expect to get me. But I had my shot primed, so... Boosh. Oh no, boosh, there he was. I knew I'd kill him, though. I think it's right about here that I died. Yeah, I died right here. There was too many enemies. I got ahead of myself. I must have thought I was a knight for some reason. I tell you, it doesn't matter what class you like playing as. If there is an enemy shop in the base, you always want to switch to that class and buy stuff from that shop. It usually is a lot better. Also, I just killed... What? I was trying to do that glitch that lets you climb walls infinitely, but I kept fucking it up because I was in the middle of a recording. And when I'm playing on a windowed screen, I have a lot of trouble doing that stuff. Now, I was hoping my builder guy would break us through here, either through this part right here or through this part. I saw that archer landed on that gap thing, and like I said, you can stab up through those gaps, so... I managed to... No, I thought I managed to do it this time. I saw my guy lighted a keg right there, so I was like, quickly, run away. And this guy managed to take out that whole tower. Let's give some mad props to Based Noah Silver. That was a very good move on his part. It may seem like you have to always survive and not die, and whoever dies the least is the real winner, but in fact, it's better to die sometimes if it gives your team a noble sacrifice. So I managed to light this keg and toss it up there, and nobody noticed it, because you notice the lit part is facing down, so that was my luck that nobody saw it and grabbed it and ran it away. That move pretty much took out all their remaining shops and let us win. Also, this is taken in build 998, which is the newest build, and there's this annoying spectator camera, where when you die, your camera freezes until about the 4 or 5 second mark, and then you can't move it around at all. It's really annoying. I hope they fix that. Red team wins the game. I thought that was a pretty good match myself. So anyway, thanks for watching. Klokinator, I'm clocking out.